Mm. Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone, whenever you're watching this. What a week. So we are now in a new series called Draw the Circle Wide, and we're looking at the ripples of the effect of that first Easter, just the resurrection and the ripples that Jesus had and how it affected people, and how the circle was drawn ever more wide to include more and more people in that process. And we're going to spend some time today in our contemplative time together just looking at our own process. How do we draw the circle wide? Do we draw the circle wider? And what that looks like. And just take a few moments to just commune with Spirit. So I invite you to close or lower your eyes, whatever's the most comfortable for you. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths together, starting from empty. Breathing in. Letting it out with a sigh. And again. And one more time. And allow your breath to return to its own natural rhythm, whatever that is for you. And as you're breathing, just notice anywhere in your body you might be holding some tension. And I invite you to just consciously breathe some love into that space. Knowing whatever it's holding on to, it can let it go for this moment. Whatever's come in the past, whatever you might be worried about in the future, you can just let it go for just this moment and pick it up afterwards if you choose to, if you want to. Notice if you're holding any tension in your face, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your fingers, your wrists. Are you holding your breath or not taking deep breaths? What about your belly? Are you holding your belly in? Are you allowing it to relax? Noticing your legs, your thighs, your knees, calves, feet. And being fully present in this moment. Contemplate that first, think about that first Easter morning. There had been a celebration on Palm Sunday. There had been communion, the Last Supper. There had been betrayal, the arrest, the crucifixion, and then came Easter morning. It was a drop in the pond. So picture in front of you this pond and just see that one drop. And watch the ripples. The ripples were far-reaching. The ripples have reached out over 2,000 years to us today. The ripples really affected those first Christians, those first followers, first disciples, first touching the women. Jesus coming to Mary in a culture where women were not valued. A woman got the first Easter message. And it spread. And the message of Jesus' love spread from not just to the Jews, but spread to everyone. And just like in his ministry, where it didn't matter who you were, his love included everyone. His ministry after his death were the ripples of new beginnings that included everyone. Have you included yourself in that? Have you included yourself in that circle of God's love? Have the ripples touched you? Just consider where your relationship to God is in relationship to that first Easter experience and the ripples that started. Is there a situation in your life that started a ripple for you, of where you were a drop in the water, of where your gifts, your talents, your beingness, you just showing up and saying yes to love, yes to God, was the drop in the water that rippled out and was a new beginning for you, but also touched others. So we're going to take just a few moments to silently bask in this idea, in this, that our beingness is a ripple in the world that touches others, that offers that new beginning. The resurrection was a new beginning. It has touched so many lives. And in touching the various lives, each one of those lives began their own ripple, so that the circle spread even wider and wider and wider, helping us remember that we're all one, that God loves all of us, and knowing that we are a part of all of that. We are a part of love. We are not separate from God. We are one with God. And the ripples we make in our lives and the opportunities for new beginnings are always there for us. Every single day, we get to turn the page and begin anew. We get to start a new chapter in our life every single day. We can choose in each moment to begin a new ripple. to write our resurrection story, to leave the past behind, and to be fully present in this moment. Knowing that God is here. God is all around us. And those ripples of the first Easter morning are still rippling out and have become part of the ripples of our lives and allow us to have new beginnings in each moment. Just breathe that in. What does it mean to know that God is before me? God is behind me, to my left and right, above me and below me, all around and inside. Right where you are, right where I am, right where we are. God is. And in the knowing and embracing that, in embracing that we are a child of God, in knowing that we are children of God, we send a ripple out. You taking the time to connect with God today sends a ripple out. Today is a new beginning. Take all of this in. Know that you are loved. Know that God's love surrounds you. Know that the ripples from Easter touch you, and you taking time to connect with God so that you are centered, so that you remember that you are loved, sends a ripple out to others so that they too can remember that they are loved, that God is there for them as well. I invite you to sit in this space for as long as your soul wants, knowing that you're loved, knowing that God is surrounding you with love, above, below, right, left, in front of, behind, all around, inside. That right where we are, God is. And that this is a ripple, a new beginning for you. I invite you to take time this week to notice the ripples of new beginnings that are all around you. And I invite you to share them with all of us. Have a blessed week.